class children. After a short break, we are again back here. Now I am going to teach you science, and you already know my name. That is, I am Mrs. Jyoti, and I am your science teacher. So already successfully we have completed lesson 1. You have written the notes also. Now we are in lesson number 2. That is animals, food and more. So what are their food habits? How do they reproduce? How do they grow? About these things we have done. Already 2 parts we have completed. And the things required are your term book. And in the previous lesson we have learned about locomotion, eating habits, breathing and sense organs. In today's class we are going to learn about reproduction and plants and animals, how do they depend on each other. So once let us just recap the previous one. So if you look at page number 204, that is the starting page of your lesson, animals, food and more. So here in page number 205 they have given the characteristics of animals. So what are the animals going to do? The first thing is they are going to move from one place to the other place. Then second characteristic is they are going to eat either plants or animals or else both. They are going to eat plants and animals. Then their breathing habits, like few breathe through lungs, few through gills, few through body. Like air holes will be there to the body, so through that they are going to breathe. And animals have sense organs. So next, animals reproduce by laying eggs or giving birth to young ones. And the last one is animals and plants, they depend on each other. So coming to the first one, that is locomotion. Locomotion is nothing but animals which are able to move from one place to the other place. If they have the ability to move from one place to other place, then it is called as locomotion. So most of the animals, they can move. They have the ability to move from one place to the other place. Now if you look at a few things like fish, fishes are going to swim. Frog, it will hop. Birds are going to fly. And few animals, they walk on their legs. Then their breathing habits. Here in page number 208. So if you look at fish, it's going to breathe through its gills. And here plants are there. Plants have small holes in the shape of bean and they are called as stomata. So through that stomata plants are going to breathe. This you have learned in the previous lesson. And human beings, they breathe through lungs where the air enters through the nose. And here is a grasshopper, that is insect. They are going to breathe through their air holes which are there on their body. Then animals have sense organs. So here are different sense organs like ears, eyes, nose, skin and last one is tongue. So which help us to identify different things which are around us. And eating habits. So few animals, they eat only plants and such type of animals are called as herbivores. And few animals, they eat only animals. And such type of animals are called carnivorous animals. And few animals are there which eat both plants as well as animals. And they are called as omnivorous animals. So about all these things we have learned in the previous session. Now today we are going to learn about reproduction in animals. Open page number 209 and be ready. So animals reproduce by laying eggs or by giving birth to young ones. So the heading is animals are going to reproduce by 2 ways. That is by laying eggs. And the next one is by giving birth. So they can reproduce only by these 2 ways, either by laying eggs or else by giving birth to young ones. So here you can see 4 pictures here. In the first picture, a mother is giving birth to a baby. Then in the second picture, dog gives birth to a puppy. Then here a cow gives birth to a calf. And here is a picture of a bird. It's going to lay the eggs. So from these eggs later, the baby bird is going to hatch and come out. Now look at the lesson. One characteristic of animals is reproduction. So we have learned about the different characteristics which I have written here. Among this one is reproduction. So it is defined as a process that produces babies or young ones or new plants from their parents. So reproduction is nothing but previously you have learned producing their own kind. Reproduction means producing their own kind. For suppose a bird is there. Bird lays eggs where from that egg again the baby bird comes which resembles the parent. Human beings are there. From human beings again they give birth directly to a baby which resembles their parent. A cat is there. It gives birth to a kitten. As it grows it resembles its parent. Like that reproduction is nothing but producing their own kind. For example, a cat gives birth to young kittens. Similarly, birds such as hen, pigeon, crow and other lay eggs that later hatch and give birth to baby birds. So here they have given examples to us. Cat, it gives birth to its young one, that is nothing but kitten. In the same way, birds are going to lay eggs, and the examples of birds here, pigeon, crow and like that some other birds, they are going to lay eggs. Later they are going to hatch and from that a young baby bird comes out. So here are the pictures of that. You can see a woman carrying a baby, then a puppy with its mother dog, and here a cow with calf and birds laying eggs. Now turn the page. So the next topic is animals and plants are going to depend on each other. So already we have learned about reproduction, all the characteristics we have learned. And the last characteristic is how animals and plants are going to depend on each other. So the first point is plants and animals depend on each other for several reasons. So let us see how they are going to depend on each other. In a natural environment, plants are the primary source of food for animals. Since animals cannot make their food, so they are entirely dependent on plants and or other animals for their survival. So already we have learned that plants can prepare their food with the help of chlorophyll, sunlight, air and water. But whereas animals cannot prepare their food. So plants are the primary source of food for all the living beings. So plants they give food for the animals. And in this way animals are going to depend on the plants. Plants also provide shelter for animals and birds. Like if you see birds, they are going to build a nest on the trees, isn't it? Like this, plants are not only going to provide food, even they provide shelter also for the birds and animals. Like monkeys will stay on the trees, isn't it? They don't have separate home and all. They always will be on the branches of the trees. Then plants provide oxygen. Animals, also humans, use this oxygen to breathe and stay alive. So not only this, the major thing is plants are going to provide us oxygen. So plants, they breathe in carbon dioxide and they breathe out oxygen. So this oxygen we are going to breathe, that is human beings and even animals also. So animals, they breathe in oxygen and they release carbon dioxide out. So this carbon dioxide again plants are going to use. Like this, animals and plants are dependent on each other. And the last point is plants also regulate the level of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. By doing this, plants ensure the sustainability of animals and planet Earth. So here plants are going to balance the amount of oxygen on the Earth. So if you see that most of the place is covered with animals and human beings. So when human beings are breathing the oxygen in and releasing the carbon dioxide out, the level of carbon dioxide is going to increase, isn't it? So to maintain that balance level, plants are going to help. So in this way, animals and plants are going to depend on each other. So the points are, the first thing is, the main thing is plants are going to give us oxygen. The next one is plants are going to give shelter for birds, animals. And the third main thing is they are going to provide food for us. Like animals like goat is there. They are going to eat leaves, isn't it? And we also eat fruits and vegetables. So from where these fruits and vegetables are coming? It's nothing but from the plants. So like this, these are the three main things which plants and animals are going to depend on each other. So here there is a picture for you. There is a tree and a boy. Plants provide us oxygen to breathe. And down. This shows the interdependence between plants and animals. Here it's nothing but plant is going to give out oxygen. The boy is going to breathe the oxygen inside and give out carbon dioxide. And that carbon dioxide again the plant is going to breathe. So this is the way where plants and animals are going to interdepend on each other. Then here there is a box for you in page number 211. Checkpoints. So choose the correct answer. There are 3 questions given to you and even solutions are also there. Among that, which is the correct one, you have to choose. Human beings and bears are examples of herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. So herbivores means they eat only plants and carnivores means they eat only flesh of other animals. Omnivores, they eat both plants as well as flesh of other animals. So human beings and bears. So we come under which category among this? We eat fruits and vegetables and even flesh of other animals. So which is the correct one? Omnivorous. So you can underline this answer, omnivores. Then skin, tongue, nose helps animals to perceive taste. So among these 3 sense organs, which one is going to help us to taste? It is the tongue. Cats give birth to puppy, calf, kitten. So the baby of cat is called as kitten. So did you write this all? Yes. Now in the next class, we are going to do the exercise bits and even I will give you a glance of the lesson. Now before that, hope you all have written this all in page number 204. Look at the picture and write down the names of it. In the previous class also I told there is a zebra, there is a lion, elephant, there is a giraffe and birds are also there. 2-3 types of birds are there. Simply you can write birds. And in page number 205 there is a box to you. In one side they have given animals and other side they have given the eating habits of animals. So in that box, what kind of animals you are going to write? You are going to write only the domestic animals. Domestic animals are nothing but which are useful to us, like cow. We use the cow for agriculture, isn't it, to plough the field, and it also gives us milk. So like this cow, buffalo, horse, donkey, sheep. So all these animals are going to eat grass, whereas hen it will eat grains. It provides us meat as well as egg. Then sheep is also going to eat leaves of the other plants. Then buffalo, cow, horse and donkey, they eat the grass. Hope you all have written this in the blank. Then in page number 207, you have ticked the correct answer. So food provides us dash. It is energy. Humans walk on 2, 3, 4 legs. It is 2. Birds, reptiles, humans fly in the sky. So the answer is birds. So once again I am reminding all these things to you in page number 209. Again there is a box to you. It's going to show us the sense organs. So 5 sense organs are there, that is ears, eyes, nose, skin and tongue. So ears are going to help us to hear the sound. Eyes are going to help us to detect the light. So with the help of light only we can able to identify the things around us. Then nose, it is going to help us to find out the smell in the air. Then skin, it's going to help us to sense the touches, whether it is rough or soft. Like this, it's going to help us to sense the touches. Then is the tongue. It's going to help us to feel the different taste. Then the last one, today I already told you in page number 211, choose the correct answer. Then here you have new words, lungs and reproduction. A pair of breathing organs located with the chest which remove carbon dioxide from and bringing oxygen to the blood. So here there is a picture of lungs here. So this is nothing but lungs. So what do? They take the oxygen and send it to the different parts of the body through the blood. And again the body is going to use the oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide these lungs are going to absorb from the blood and again send it out through the nose. And then comes reproduction. The process by which living organisms like animals and plants give birth to their young babies. So producing their own kind is nothing but reproduction. So most of the plants, they produce by seeds. They reproduce through their seeds, and very few they reproduce through their stem, branches like flowers and all. Then animals, they reproduce by 2 ways. One is by giving birth to young one and another one is by laying eggs. And your today's homework will be, you should write down this C bit from page number 212 and 213. So here there are 3 pictures for you. One is tiger and one is squirrel, another one is elephant. So identify animals shown in the picture and write down their eating habits. So first thing is you should identify the picture. Now if you take the first picture, what is it? It is a tiger. So mention there tiger. So what are the eating habits of a tiger? A tiger eats flesh of other animals. It is a carnivorous animal. Like that you have to write about the remaining things also. The next one is squirrel and the third picture is elephant. You just mention the name of it and write down. So this is your homework. Hope you all understood. In the next lesson I am going to give a complete glance about the lesson and we are going to do the exercise bits also. Hope you all understood the lesson. Thank you.